Hey YouTube, it's Jenna. I am checking in for my 29-week post-op Lapband video. This past week was awesome. I had a fabulous time on vacation, and so I'm excited to get back to my norm and be back at work. I know, crazy to say you're ready to be back at work, but I love my job, so yay. And just get back in the routine of things. But as most of you know, I was gone last, I just had a long weekend. We went to Lake of the Ozarks, did some swimming, did some riding. We went out on the boat, and it was just a lot of fun. So yeah. So let me just catch you guys up. I was banded on February 16th, 2012. I started at 328.6 pounds. Last week I came in at 241.6 pounds. And if you guys remember, my goal for this week was to just maintain because I was going on vacation and I wasn't going to necessarily watch what I eat. I wasn't going to go out of my way to do awful, but I was just not going to count calories or do anything like that. Just wasn't interested in doing that on vacation. So this week I weighed in at 241 pounds. So I actually lost 0.6 pounds and I'll take it. So my total loss so far, 6.5 months post-op, is 87.6 pounds. Woo woo, woo woo. There's no reason for me to be upset that I only lost 0.6 pounds. Do I wish I would have had 3 or 4 pound loss? Of course I do. But I know that it's going to fall off, and I'll just be thankful for that 0.6 pounds. You know, I have to be reminded sometimes, and I'm thankful for my friends and accountability partners. They remind me, you know, Jenna, you're only 6.5 months out, and you're down, you know, practically almost 90 pounds. Like, it's so great to be in this position and to have worked so hard thus far and to be where I'm at. So I'm feeling very thankful for that. Vacation was awesome. I did indulge a little bit. We sat around and like a bonfire one night and made s'mores, and I can't tell you the last time I had a s'more, but it was freaking fabulous. And of course I shared it with Piper, and she loved it too. She really was more after the marshmallow more than anything. What else went on this past week? I had one big non-scale victory, I think. I was telling my husband 87 pounds ago, if I would have went to the lake, I would have never put a swimsuit on. I would have never gotten in the pool. If I would have, I would have worn like boy shorts down to my knees, and I just would have never done it. No way. I felt good about myself. I felt good about myself at 240 some odd pounds. I felt good. I felt confident. I felt, I didn't feel like everyone was looking at this girl with like nasty legs. Like, why is that girl wearing a swimsuit? I walked around in my swimsuit. Like, we were at this like resort, and there's only like 12 cabins, I think, on the resort. So it was so nice, and I just walked around my swimsuit. One day I had like my little swim cover up, kind of looked like a dress. It's really super cute. And my husband was teasing me yesterday or the day before. He's like, can you go put that dress thing you had on? Can you go put that back on? Because that looked good. And so that made me feel really good. So I'm like, you know, I didn't feel embarrassed to walk around in my swimsuit, which is a huge, huge, huge milestone to cross. So, yay. Very thankful for that. So, I was excited. What else? What else happened? I had something else. Oh, I don't know if you guys follow me on Facebook, but I was posting yesterday that my big confession was I haven't been tracking my calories or any of my food. So I started doing that again yesterday. I don't know, I guess sort of I just got away from it. What I was doing was working, so I guess in my mind I just made the excuse that I don't really need to track my calories. So I'm trying to get better at it. There are some days where I'm sure that I will forget or, you know, just flat out be lazy about it, but I'm trying to get back in the groove of things on tracking my calories. I don't have any problem getting in my protein. My one thing that I'm really trying to work on is getting in my fiber. So that's something that I'm working on. As far as the only thing that's really been bothering me this past week is I've been having trouble going to the bathroom. And the only reason I say that is because I know that several of you struggle with that as well. And it can be frustrating. So I don't know what to do about that. I know Belinda, she I think has like the milk of magnesia, and I don't know if I don't know. I'm afraid I'll take it and poop myself, so we'll see how that works out. I don't know. Belinda, what you think, girl? What you think? Anyway, so I think that's all for this week. It was overall a really good week. I had an awesome time on vacation. I am back in the groove of things, eating right, getting my protein, going to the gym. I'm still at least going 3 or 4 times a week is what I'm doing right now, just because of school and everything going on. And it's kind of nice because I can take my iPad to the gym, and I've been doing more walking, like long walks instead of running, because I can at least go to the gym, start walking, or I can do the elliptical and read at the same time because I have my textbooks on my iPad. So that makes it kind of nice. But anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I still have videos to catch up on, so if I haven't commented or watched your video, it's not because I don't want to, it's just because I'm still catching up from the weekend. So yeah, you guys have a fantastic week, and I will come in next week with my 30-week post-op. It's crazy. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.